If you want to make your coaching clients worth more and increase the lifetime value or the LTV per customer, then this video is for you. I'm going to share with you the exact SOP and framework that I use in my coaching business that I scaled from 0 to over 200K a month in just 8 months to unlock backend revenue, stack monthly recurring revenue, make your customers worth a lot more, and then make sure that they pay you for a lot longer as well. So when you really crack this, then you no longer have to rely on new sales every single month starting from 0, but you can slowly build an increasing amount of monthly recurring revenue. In other words, building a moat around your business and building long-term stability and security for your business as well. So let's get cracking. My name is Jeremy Pogue, and I help online coaches scale with ads, setters, and a whole lot more. So let's get cracking. I'm going to share with you 3 steps. So the first one is going to be the 30-day check-in. Number 2 is going to be graduation call. And then number 3 is going to be the pricing and the length, right? So how do we actually go about renewing clients and extending the length that we actually work with them? So it's a lot better to work with a client for a long time rather than having to get new clients all the time, right? It can be exhausting, and you get stuck in this like death spiral of just kind of scarcity and having to just fight and claw and hunt new clients every single month starting from 0. So the key to this is backend revenue, MRR through renewals and ascensions. And I'm going to walk through the SOP today. So one thing that's important to understand is like how you should position your offer. On the front end should be a new opportunity offer. And then on the back end, most of the time, it's an improvement offer for renewals, right? I'm speaking about renewals specifically in this video, not ascensions. I can make another video on that if you'd like. Just let me know down below. But nonetheless, this part right here, from A to B, this should be a new opportunity. This should be something that they have not done before, something that a unique mechanism that they've never tried before, and it's a new opportunity to them, right? So then it completely gives them a transformation that they've never seen and just blows their mind, right? So your main offer, and unless you're doing at least like $1 million a year, you should only just have one offer. So it should be positioned as a new opportunity. And then from there on the back end, a lot of the times the renewals are an improvement offer, right? Which is essentially more of the same. So sometimes people don't get to the transformation that they want in the time frame that you are working together for. So then if you extend, then it's just kind of like you're working on the same things, working towards the same goals for just a little bit longer of an amount of time, right? So that's the difference between like a new opportunity and improvement offer. New opportunities are very sexy, they're attractive, and they're cute and fun, whereas improvement offers are like kind of boring, not too attractive. But since you already have built a relationship with them throughout your program, it could be a 3-month program, this could be a 6-month program, 12 months, doesn't matter, right? But then after that, like when you get to point B, to the end of your program, what happens next? So I'm going to clean things up a little bit here and kind of talk about step number 1, 30-day check-in. So assuming that you're actually good at what you coach on and you actually do deliver results to your clients, then it shouldn't take you, like let's just say, for example, your program is 6 months long, right? So this is day 0, and then this is day 6 months. It shouldn't have to take 6 months to get the result that your clients want. It should take ideally like 1 month or like 3, right? At max, I'd say 5, because you want to just over deliver, right? You want to under promise and over deliver. So that way you build a lot of goodwill with your clients and build a really good relationship. And step number 1, the 30-day check-in. So as you're coming up T-minus 30 days, as you're coming up close to that 6-month ending, then that's when you would reach out to them for a little check-in 30 days out. Hey, Jeremy, how's everything coming along? How is things? Obviously, tweak this and tailor this to your offer, right? I would say something along the lines of like, hey, man, how's business been, right? How are the leads? How's the quality of them? How's the, like, do you mind giving me a quick rundown on your numbers just over the last 30 days, right? Closing rate, cash collected, ROAS, stuff like that, all the metrics that we track. And then that way I'll be able to kind of create a bit of a contrast, and this will feed into step 2, a bit of a contrast between where they were when they started with us and where they're at now, right? So for example, here in this check-in, If they say, oh my God, dude, it's been incredible. Like, yeah, when I first started working with you, I was stuck at 20K a month for like 5 years. And then now I just hit $78,000 cash this past month because we launched ads and blah, blah, blah. I'm getting a crazy ROAS and life is good, right? And I'm not just pulling that out of my ass. That's actually what happened to one of my clients, Adrian. He's a fitness coach. He went from stuck at like 15 to 20K a month for 5 years, just doing organic. We launched ads, tweaked his messaging and plugged in the setter and all that. And then he scaled to 78K last month, which is cool. So anyways, let's say he was coming up on 5 months out of 6 months, then we would reach out and kind of just ask how things are going, right? Just check in. And the way I see this is the last 30 days is your opportunity to earn the renewal or the ascension. So here is kind of like your last shot to over deliver and to really just like crank things up in terms of client support and make it kind of like resell them almost on working with you again, right? Because this is another sale. Because what happens at the end of the term? Well, this is kind of unknown at this point. There's 3 options, right? Option number 1 is they ascend to maybe a backend program, right? So I've got a 25K mastermind that people can join, assuming they fit the qualifications. Option number 2 is renew for my main program and continue working with me over and over, right? Month to month. And then we stack MRR there. Or 3, shake hands, part ways, and they leave the program and you remove them, right? So kind of got 3 options there, right? Ascend, renew, or remove, right? We don't want to, I mean, assuming, well, if they're a bad client, yeah, you get them out of here. But assuming they're good clients, we want to continue working with them, continue helping them achieve their goals. Then we want to either send them into a back-end offer if we have one. Again, I'm not going to go into detail on that today, but we want to renew, right? I like to keep things simple. So simple scales, fancy fails. Don't create another offer just to sell like one-off things to just a handful of people and just add so much complexity and confusion to your offer in your business. Focus on just renewals for now, right? It's a lot easier to sell. But nonetheless, do the 30-day check-in, right? See how things are coming along. And then from there, that way it's just like an extra touch point and show them like, hey, I still care about you, right? And then step number 2, and the check-in kind of leads to step number 2, right? So maybe about like 7 days out, T minus 7, maybe it should be B minus 7, but whatever, you get the point. Set up a graduation call. So basically what this means is like, hey, Jeremy, we're about a week out from your 6 months in the program. It's been such a pleasure working with you. Would love to set up a graduation call just to kind of go over the next steps and kind of see what's next for you, see if there's any opportunity for us to continue working together, help you out, or get you offboarded properly as well, right? So set up a call. It can be 30, 60 minutes. And then on that call, kind of treat it like a sales call. So and by that, like, don't hard sell them, but it is a sale, right? That's important to understand. But you want to treat it like a sales call in terms of where were you at when you started, right? Probably unhappy. Where are you at now? How did we help you get there, right? Vehicle. How are we able to be that vehicle to help you deliver that transformation? And then from here, what's next, right? So right now you're kind of you're getting them to like remind themselves about how much progress they've actually made while working with you. And then now it's like, cool. So you got to 78K a month. Like, what's next, man? And then they'll be like, oh, well, my goal by the end of the year is 100K a month. Cool. Okay. What do you think you need in order to get there? Right? What's missing right now? And then they'll kind of tell you a little bit about the gaps, or like, as the expert, you should be able to tell them about the gaps. And then from there, be like, dude, I think I have just what you need. Would love to keep working with you and really just keep a close eye on things, because if we kind of just like turn off the taps or like take our foot off the gas right now, or like we stop having a very close look at what's going on, then it's really easy for things to just unravel and fall apart. So let's set a goal, right? It's June right now. Let's set a goal by the end of the year that we want to hit 100K. And then from there, the conversation about actually going for the renewal becomes very easy, because then it's like, awesome. Okay. Yeah, we'll help you build this, this, and this out, and really focus on this, right? Because usually if you get to like 80K a month, it's like kind of like a 2-man show. That's when you want to start building like proper systems and team and stuff like that, SOPs and all of that, which is what we're actually going to be helping Adrian with. Funny enough. See, I use real life examples because then I don't have to pull stuff out of thin air. But anyways, so then with that, we reset the transformation here. We set our sights on a new goal, right? Over here. So this would be 100K. And then now we're getting from 78 to 100, right? And before this was like 15K. And then boom. So we set a goal, and then that's right here, right? Point C is 100K a month consistently in a bad month. So now we've just established that on the graduation call, we've established the incredible results that he's achieved, and then the goal that he's trying to achieve now. So the next thing, and then we want to position ourselves again as that vehicle that's going to help him get there, right? Be like, sweet man, yeah, you're really close. We just need to continue working on a few things. We'll help you plug in those pieces in the right time. And then boom, that would be pretty straightforward, right? We've helped so many other people just like you do the same thing. And then boom, right? Nail that. So then that way it becomes very clear that like you were the solution to get from A to B. Now you're the solution to get to C. And like the renewal becomes piece of cake. And then of course, like you always ascend to. So that said, that's kind of the 30-day check-in. That's the graduation call, right? And pretty much like the only thing left actually, aside from this, is like, how much should I charge for renewals and what's the length of this? And this video actually comes as a result of one of my clients inside of my program asking yesterday in the Slack channel, how do you go about renewals? How much should I charge? How long should I renew for? Stuff like that. So I wrote all this down in detail and gave him my SOP. So that kind of inspired the video based on this question about pricing and length and kind of how to go about it. So in terms of pricing, I've heard people in the industry say like twice as long for half the price. I don't know if I agree with that too much, just because like it depends on the transformation, right? For example, if I'm helping somebody like literally get to $100,000 a month, like if I charge them half the price, like I think when he joined my program was 8K. If I charged him just like 4K for like, it was like 8K for like 4 months, I think, or 6 months maybe. But if I charged him like 4K for like 12 months, like one time, like that doesn't make sense, right? So with that, with renewals and stuff, personally, I like doing MRR. So I like just doing like monthly payments ongoing until we get there. If you do lock in like a time frame, so it's like, cool, from here to here, it should take just another like 6 months or something, because we have to build out proper things. And then like, yeah, we could hit 100K next month if we wanted to, but then we'd like, everything would break and we don't want that. So we want to build it properly. But let's just say it's like 6 months or whatever. You could go for a PIF and then they just pay up front for the next 6 months. That's totally cool too. Or you could just do, you could just charge X amount per month for the, like just per month until they cancel, if you'd like, right? So it's hard for me to give like a clear, like tangible answer to this. I don't really love that twice as long, half as much. I think keep it the same in terms of pricing, and then maybe you just give them the option to split it up month to month if you need to. I think that makes a lot more sense, because that way they'll still be a lot more bought in and yeah, I guess is recommitted to that next process, to that next journey. Because what happens like at the initial sale over here is a sense of buy-in, right? And commitment. And we need that same thing to happen over here too, to then get to here. So I think I'm a big proponent of like the more you pay attention. So it needs to sting a little bit. And then they'll take it really seriously, and usually they will actually get better results as a result too. So that's kind of pricing and length. A huge component too, like Literally yesterday, I had a client reach out to me who was expired. He reached out to me first. It was like, hey man, can you send me an invoice for X amount per month so I can like pay to stay in the community and hop on the calls again and get support from you guys? And I was like, you sure can, brother. So with that, like a huge component as to why people do want to renew is the community if you have a really strong one. So mine's insane, and the wins are just crazy, and the support is absolutely nuts. And I can make another video on this too if you guys want. Just let me know down below if you want more videos on client success and community and programs and stuff like that, because I think we've done a pretty good job of that. But nonetheless, like the community in the tribe is what's going to attract people and encourage them to actually stay in the community as well, because they've met incredible friends. The support in there is insane. The energy is just off the charts, and that'll just help them kind of recommit and stay committed to that next transformation too. So that's it for this video on how to make your coaching clients worth more, and unlock back-end revenue, stack MRR so you can build this up, right? And the beauty of MRR too is like over time, what this is going to look like is you get a few guys on, then more. And then like your MRR just keeps stacking. So it's like next month, you're heading into next month, you already know you're making 50K a month, like this month. Covers all of your ad spend, team, software, and then also just crazy margins on that, plus all the new sales as well, right? And then that just keeps stacking and stacking over time. So it can get pretty dangerous when you do this properly, you have a good system for this. With our for our high level clients, with the systems that we're helping them build, we're actually having like a renewal pipeline and system and SOP for this. So then either if you're doing all the coaching right now, can just follow that, and it's just all automated and systemized for this process. Or if you have a client success manager, it makes it really easy to just install them into that system. So then they can get incredible results as well, earn commissions from back-end revenue, and stack MRR for you and your business. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you'd like videos like this, where it's kind of the boring, tactical, hands-on training stuff. And let me know what else you want to see. But if you want to get our help actually implementing this, then book in a call down below. The link's in the description, and we'll see if you are a good fit. So aside from that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.